Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Good afternoon. First, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and so on and so forth. Now, question is developer option safe for you? Time to think. Now, I just turned on the developer option on the TCL Ion 5. It's the really nice device. It's a budget phone kind of device here. Um, Now, I have it on my Samsung Galaxy A12. Now, I have it on my, see here, I think it needs to be charged. Yeah. So, we're going to charge my phone here at the Galaxy A12, which I have and going to keep because I like the A12. Now, for many, many years, for about a few years now, you hear about developer option. What is developer option? Okay. Now, Android is a open source, anything goes uh, operating system. Big fan of Android. Love Android. Um, my phone that I use as a daily driver is a Google Pixel 6a with the Graphene OS on it. I paid was it 109, 110 for it on eBay, and cracked the screen cracked last year. I would say about 10 months ago, and got a new screen. So I got a new screen for it. 10, 11, 12, also about 11 months ago, got a screen for it. Now, now the idea of developer option is if you if your phone is a plain Android and you need, especially if you're a developer, like developer of encoding and a lot of like codes and apps and shit like that, all the fine stuff you put that you can do on your phone. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do appreciate my privacy, like everybody else. Not just at home or my room or someplace, but also on my device. Now, the thing is, with the developer option, you could install sensor off, with what which means sensor off means the camera, microphone is off. You might hear about how, oh, your iPhone, even if you turn off your iPhone or your Android, it still listens. Right? It still listens. Now the question is, if you use the developer option part thing of where you can turn off the camera and microphone sensors, can they still listen? Can they still watch? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. It's time to think. Okay, no. I have my phone, got it charged, right? Charger, right? I have developer option where sensors are off. That means no camera, no microphone. Nobody can nobody can hear you. Now, even if phone's charging, okay, and you have developer option on, and part of the developer option part is where you could use anything on the device where you can like push its very boundaries. Like I have sensor off and wireless debugging. Now, again, I do appreciate my privacy like everybody else, right? We all do. But this is where, if you mention this on YouTube or anywhere else, you will lose subs and followers and whatnot. This is why I'm doing this. I have previewed devices that I've acquired over the years, but never mentioned about this question. Is developer option safe for you? Time to think. Now, I would say developer option is, in my opinion, a very wise thing, because with developer option, in my opinion, it does help, right? It does help, but some may disagree with me. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. I respect that. Now, I would say, though, there are many everyday use of the developer option. But here, this is from J.K. Talks Tech.
Hi, you will probably use developer options at some point. Within it, we find a variety of settings that aren't normally available on your phone. But what you don't know is that some of these settings can make your phone laggy, cause it to overheat, impact its battery health, and even cause data loss. So today I'll tell you about the settings you should mess with. First, let's talk about one of the most common, DPI. It's also called smallest width on many phones. It's mainly used to determine the size of whatever appears on your screen, whether it's text, logos, or anything else. While it sounds harmless, let me show you an example. This guy had an MI90 Pro and went into developer options and entered some crazy numbers for the DPI number. And they even admit that they went over. But after that, their phone completely crashes, and when they try to restart the phone, it gets stuck in a boot loop. Basically, their phone doesn't start again, and when it does, all their data is lost, and such problems occur in many people's phones. After changing the DPI number, don't change it at all. There's no benefit in changing it anyway. Okay, there was no benefit in this, but the next one actually has benefits and people recommend to turn it on. That is 4x MSA. This setting helps you in gaming, and it means 4x multi-sampling anti-aliasing. This allows your phone to perform better in some apps. However, a major drawback is that while your phone may perform well, it also uses a lot of battery and generates a lot of heat. This over time can impact your battery's health and your processor's performance. This is because heating isn't good for your phone. Now, let's talk about the most commonly used setting, animation scales. I think everyone has used this. I've cranked it up to 10x many times on my friends.
Now, about that, I don't use any of that. I use sensor off and wireless debugging, because I don't use that hoity-toity juicy shit.
The top animation scales are completely harmless. However, the scale at the bottom with zero animation doesn't seem right to me. If you turn it on, your phone will start to jerk around, and many apps will crash or lag, which isn't good. So you can increase the number of animations you want, but don't use no animations. That's what I recommend. Well, that wasn't all that harmful. But the next setting is the most harmful. People often ask, if I have developer options on, is my phone at risk of being hacked or malware installed? The answer is no. But if you have this next setting on, your phone is definitely at risk of being hacked. What is this setting? OEM unlocking, or you can say unlocking the bootloader. It can also void your warranty. Can it? It does. And it's only used by people who want to install custom ROMs on their
Okay.
phones. If you don't want to, don't turn it on at all because it will void your warranty and it's of no use to you. Plus, it compromises your security, so don't turn it on at all. There are also settings in developer options. For example, if you change your Bluetooth codec, your Bluetooth headphones will start lagging. There are so many settings in developer options that it's pointless to touch. But people like me still end up there. So my advice to you would be to first research any option you want to change, learn its meaning, and then do whatever you want. It's up to you. And did you know that benchmarks don't reflect your phone's actual performance? If you're interested in this topic, you can watch this video.
Yeah.
Like a relentless need.
I don't use it, none of that stuff, you know. I mean, it's just that I use it because I like the sensor off thing. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, thing is, let's see here. Now, I like developer option in a way where the sensor off part is basically pretty good. You know, I like that. And because the thing is, you have to really it's so many questions. You know, some questions you have here. You know, so many. Um, and the thing is, you think about what is the things that you would use, but think before you even use a developer option, contact a tech like a phone computer repair shop. You know, ask them questions before you start using it. You know, and let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. No, I use it. Um, and the thing is, you ask yourself, okay, what's the yeah, turn off the OEM, turn off the OEM, you know, the OEM shit. That's the okay. let's see here. Now the thing is, I've always felt that it's really this here. I mean, it is a question. Is the developer option safe for you? I would say more. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I think it's on how you use it. Um, what are the good? What is the good and bad of the developer option? What is the safe and not safe about it? I like it because it has the tile part where if you hit that, there's choices there where which I don't use, but I use sensor off, which means it shuts off the camera and microphone sensors. And I think it's to me it's wise, but also we gotta ask questions first before you do that. So I have it on my Samsung Galaxy A12. I also have it on my Galaxy S7 and Galaxy S9. Um, which I haven't used in a long time. So I think it's more about be aware, be smart, be wise, ask questions, listen, pay attention, all our stuff. The thing is, you carry in your pocket or your purse or whatever, is a device that can be used to track you, big time, And I do like I do like and use the developer option. I only use it for one reason. That's the sensor off. Um, I'm going to put them here.
Hey everyone.
It's just that you got to be able to be. Um,
Hey guys, welcome to.
but the thing is, you have to really. That's Lizzie. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's Lizzie girl. That's my doggy. That's Lizzie. So, a good girl. Yeah. I do believe that developer option should be used wisely. I think it should be used wisely and carefully. Before you use it, get more information, the pros and cons, the good and the bad of it. I it's been used by people that are developers and whatnot. Also some people that are not developers use it too. But the thing is, do they use it wisely or immaturely? You know, I think that with me talking about this may cause me to lose some subscribers, which may take a hit, but that's okay. I'm just here to inform and also maybe help a little bit. I think if we all be wise and careful, because these little guys are here, maybe a little best friend, but also a pain in the ass, a huge pain in the ass. And you gotta be wise and careful. Simple enough. Do I recommend it? Depends. Um, I would say that's up to you. I can't give the right answers or not because I'm not tech savvy, but I do pay attention to what I can and can't do to my device. I do believe in privacy for everybody. I do appreciate privacy for myself and everybody else because the thing is, we got people in this world that would love, that would love to collect your data, your metadata, everything you have on your device, everything you have. Uh, Data brokers, blackout hackers, government sponsored hackers, and you got to be careful because the thing is, you have to understand your device, understand it, get to know it, like it's a spouse or some shit. Kind of know what's on this thing, what you can do with it, what you cannot do with it. Understand what you can do with the device and what kind of like a spouse that you try to protect, kind of thing, whatever. Get to know your device, understand it, all that shit. So it's kind of like getting to know your first car. Okay. Uh, Over time, I would definitely be careful and be wise, all that shit. I may lose some subs, but that's okay. I may take a hit. It's fine. It's okay. But my thing is I want to inform, maybe even educate and help in some way. I want to make sure that everybody is educated, smart, and understanding what they can do, and also what your device is doing behind the scenes to you. You know? Companies that have ties to these devices, they work in the shadows. They work in the shadows, and all that shit, like Apple and Google and Meta. Wow. And Microsoft. Now you hear about Microsoft handing keys to the FBI, right? Oh man, that's not a good idea. That is completely fucking terrifying, man. I tell you what, that is completely fucking terrifying. I tell you that. Most people are using Windows. Now you got Windows 11 now. How many people are using Windows 7, 8, 8.1, Windows 10? What's left of 10? And now they're using 11. That shit, Um, it is bothersome. It will bother you to a huge degree because you're the ones using that device. You're the ones who's using it as your daily driver or for the office and whatnot, dude. It's. I mean, you have some that are also using it for streaming on location or at home or anywhere, But there are a few bad apples, a few distance away, that would love to basically worm their way into your device, take your shit, and just disappear. So be careful, be wise, and understand your device. Okay, now it is what it is. It is a tool. It's a double-edged sword for you and the ones of the three-letter agencies. So again, my name is Reverend Ordo, spelled REREVANORDO, and this has been the Anonymous Republic Network. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, Godspeed, Buddha bless.